Hello YouTube fans, this is TheSkullKlown. Alright, I was not going to do a video today, but I want to talk about something. Alright, we all know that Godzilla Minus One is doing great, right? Of course it's doing great, you know? If you haven't watched it, you should. It's a really good Godzilla movie. Now, I want to talk about this. Some people feel like Godzilla X Kong trailer came out around the time when this movie is getting hype, so Warner Bros. Can just destroy it or some shit like that. To me, that makes no fucking goddamn sense. I mean, they could do that, but to be quite honest with you, it's just going to bite them more in the ass because people just are thinking more about Godzilla now. So I know I'm not thinking about that. I know there's other people out here that think that, hey, Warner Bros. Is doing this mainly because they just want to destroy Minus One, basically like that. Minus One is already making money. It's already number one movie in America and foreign and all that shit. All right, it has a 97 on Rotten Tomatoes and all that shit. I think you can calm down with that shit. What the fuck's wrong with you? The hell's wrong with you? After me watching Godzilla Minus One, I was hyped as hell to see Godzilla X Kong trailer, and I love the trailer, and I can't wait for that fucking goddamn movie. This movie comes out in April, you idiots. Of course they have to hype up the fucking movie now. What, you want them to start in fucking January, and then you have 3 months of hype, or 4 months of hype? You better start this shit now. You better start promoting this movie now. The hell's wrong with you? See, this is what I'm thinking. You guys, not all of you, but there's some idiots out here that love Minus One and talk shit about the Legendary Godzilla movies because, oh, they don't have character development. And what I'm going to remember it in 5 and plus, that's your fucking goddamn problem. That's your fucking problem. I am dead serious. I enjoy the fucking Legendary Godzilla movies. I have watched all Godzilla movies, alright? Don't tell me that I'm not a Godzilla fan since I've been watching literally the 60s Godzilla since I was a little kid. I watched all of those movies. The only 3 Godzilla movies, still to this day, I have not seen is literally Godzilla Rates Again, Godzilla's Revenge, and Son of Godzilla. Those are the 3 Godzilla movies that I haven't watched, but I watched all the Godzilla movies, all of them, including the 88 version and the animated version of the 88 version. 98 version, sorry. So what the fuck is this shit? No, it's a very fucking pet peeve of mine when you want to, when it's funny. It is funny though. It is funny. This is how people are nowadays. It's always been this way. Always been this way. You have something that's fun, that wants to be fun, because there's Legendary Godzilla. If you don't know what the Legendary Godzilla movies are paying referencing to, then something's wrong with you. They're paying homage to the 60s, which is the Showa era, the people that grew up with Godzilla and thought that, oh, it's just a guy in a suit. And then that 90s Godzilla, the Heisei Godzilla. They put those two things together, and that's where we got the Legendary Godzilla. Still to this day, Godzilla King of the Monsters, in my opinion, it's still one of the best Godzilla movies what Legendary has done. Right next to Godzilla and Kong. You mean to tell me that little backstory with the little deaf girl and the woman that's trying to take care of her, that moment with her and Kong and everything like that, you don't think that's character development? And I get it, you want character development with also Godzilla. But then you also want character development with characters that are in the world. Even though in every movie we kept getting different characters. At first I was just like, oh, we're going to get those characters that we see in Godzilla 2014. We didn't. We got new characters. So I'm just like, okay, so this is how it's going to be. And that's fine. Because we still have the same characters like Godzilla. But nope, everyone still wants to complain about that. Godzilla is the fucking main character in this whole fucking goddamn thing. And I get it. A lot of people look at Godzilla and X Kong trailer, and they'd be like, this is mostly a Kong movie, just Godzilla in it. And? If that's such a problem with you, then don't watch these movies. Hello, McFly. I'm dead serious. There's no reason for you to complain about more Godzilla stuff if you're a Godzilla fan. Alright? So maybe you guys should shut the fuck up, because Minus One made money. Alright? So you got your shit, I got my shit too, with the Japanese Godzilla. Now I'm over here waiting for what Legendary is going to give me. And I'm enjoying what Legendary has given me. Alright? I guarantee, it's funny too, because some people say, oh, 5 years down the line. Motherfucker, we don't have 5 years down the line. That's how I know you're a stupid motherfucker. Seriously, we don't have 5 years down the line. What the fuck's wrong with you? The fuck's wrong with you? Oh, the gaming industry won't be around for 5 or 10 years. Motherfucker, there won't be no 5 or 10 years. We don't want to have 2 years, you dumb motherfucker. That's how I know you're not even paying attention to what's fucking happening to the planet, man. You have no idea what's happening. You have no fucking idea what's happening. You have no fucking idea. And you have no idea why the fuck they're making these movies like this either. But whatever, right? Whatever. These movies, man, I'm enjoying the shit. Again, like I said, I love the legendary monsters and shit like that, and Godzilla stuff, and I am enjoying literally the Japanese Godzilla. We haven't had a Godzilla movie from Japan since literally 2016, and then from before after 2016, all we got was like 3 animated or 4. Well, actually, yeah, 4 animated Godzilla movies, which I still enjoyed, but everyone talked shit about it. Everyone talked shit about it because they thought, it was confusing and shit like that, or they hated the characters and shit like that, or they hated what they did with Godzilla or some shit like that. I don't listen to those people. I would never listen to that crowd. What do you think I took myself out of the fan bases of a lot of people? Because some of these people are fucking goddamn idiots. They're fucking idiots. They're fucking idiots. Look, I get you want good storytelling and great character development and all that shit. Of course. But you guys look, I'll say this right now. I enjoy Godzilla Minus One. I do. But I'll say this right now. There is other Godzilla movies that have good characters in it too. That's how I know you guys haven't watched any of these Godzilla movies. Don't tell me Minus One has the best character development in freaking Godzilla history and that's it? When the first one did that. Yeah, Minus One is good, but the first one has good characters too. So does Godzilla, Godzilla, Mothra, and Kunidora, All Monsters Out of Attack. That has good character development too. And Godzilla 1985/84 / Return of Godzilla. Those 3 movies I just point out. Did you watch them? Did you watch them? Because you literally praising Minus One to the point that it's never been done before in a Godzilla movie. The reason you think that is because Legendary didn't push the envelope of story characters. That's why you act that way. That's why you feel that way, boo-boo. I'm dead serious. How dumb are you? How dumb are you? Okay? Again, going back, I love Minus One. Minus One is going to be looked upon as one of the best Godzilla movies. Again, like I said, one of the best. Not the best, but one of the best. Because you really going to top the original Godzilla? The original 1954 movie? Really? You going to top that movie? No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. I'm sorry, you can't top the original movie. It's the original. It's like saying, oh, let's top Halloween 1. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Seriously. That's how I know you're not, that's how you know you're not thinking. You're an idiot. Now, and this is why I call non-Godzilla fans that want to be Godzilla fans. This is what I call these type of people. Want to be fans, but they're not fans. Because when something automatically good comes out, they praise it like a motherfucker, but hardcore fans like me that watch Minus Godzilla are like, that's a good movie. It is a good movie. It belongs right next to the other Godzilla movies that are good. Then other people be like, wait a minute, there's other Godzilla movies that have good character development? And I'm like, yeah, you fucking idiot. Maybe go watch the other Godzilla movies. Or you just can't watch it because, you have to read the subtitles. Even though you can listen to them in dub. Which one is it? Which one is it? Because I know some people don't like to watch dub movies and all that stuff, and that's fine. Your preference is your preference, and that's fine. But when you're complaining about it to the point that it's keeping you to not watch it, because you just want to complain on top of complain, and then it's like, shut the fuck up. Because there's people out here that be like, hey, I don't want to watch a subtitle movie. I'll wait until it's dubbed. And that's fine. But there's other people out here that would never even get the chance to even watch the dub because they keep complaining about the subtitles. And I'm like, what? Oh my god. This shit's funny as fuck, man. This is the shit that I'm talking about. And this is all higher YouTubers that are talking about this shit. None of these higher YouTubers do not deserve to get the praise that they should get. I'm saying this right now, man. YouTubers like me are the true fans. Alright? I'm dead serious. Because I'm enjoying, like I said again, I'm enjoying all this Godzilla stuff. I am. I've been a fan since I was a little kid. So you can't fucking tell me that I'm not a fan, or you can't fucking tell me what the fuck I'm not talking about, because I literally watch every Godzilla movie that's been out. Just because I didn't watch 3 doesn't mean, oh, wow, I missed 3 Godzilla movies compared to all of them that I've seen. All of them. Have you ever watched Frankenstein vs. Aagain? That's a movie that has good character development too. But you would never know that because you would never watch it. That's a good movie, to be quite honest with you. It might not have the big... I'm probably hyping it up to probably... Really... I probably am hyping it up too much, but it's still a good movie. You get the dynamic with Frankenstein. You get the dynamic with the characters that are trying to learn from Frankenstein and everything like that. And yes, there's goofy moments. What? Oh, sorry that there's goofy moments in Godzilla and it throws you off. Sorry that you see Godzilla running right beside Khan while Khan has a fucking gauntlet and Godzilla's freaking being like Godzilla 2000. Sorry, that's too much for you. When I see Godzilla X Khan trailer, you know what that reminds me of? The old classic B-movie Godzilla that I used to love when I was a little kid. When I see Godzilla Minus One, it's literally paying respect to what Godzilla is. And the people that don't look at that stuff and just want to complain one thing to another, you're not a fan. You're not a fan. Look, I get it. Everyone has their own little preference to Godzilla. I get it. But when you literally talking shit about everything on the Godzilla spectrum that is cheesy and fun that you see from the 60s, then... And it's funny too, because these are the same people that will look at the 60s and say that they're good, or they're fun. Or they don't do that anymore. Why they don't fight like wrestlers anymore? They were actually leading up to that point in the Legendary Godzilla movies, but you talk shit. Say, isn't it so? Something's really wrong with you people. Something's really fucking wrong with you people. Good God. Something's legitimately wrong with you. Don't be any part of the fan base if you're not a fucking extremely hardcore fan. There's people out here that literally... There's people out here that literally treat Godzilla as a religion because they know about him so much. They know about the lore. They know about the campiness. They know about everything because they watch all the Godzilla movies. Okay? And if you look at the Legendary Godzilla movies and they say they were and you said they were shit, that's how I know you didn't even watch Godzilla's Revenge. I didn't watch Godzilla's Revenge, and I know that shit is trash. It's trash. It's a trash Godzilla movie. I would watch Son of Godzilla, and that one's not trash at all. Some people think it is, but when I saw clips of it and everything like that, it just looks nice and horrible fun. It's Son of Godzilla. What do you expect it to be? The meaning of life? But yeah, you know, when you tell people to go find the meaning of life, you have a problem with that. Because when you do find the meaning of life, you want to kill yourself. Because you can't take it. That's how I know these type of people don't want anything. They don't want anything. They don't want anything. That's why I'm telling you guys. I've said this before. People are going to show their true fucking goddamn colors when the time is right. And right now, people are showing their true colors. Alright? Don't get me started with Grace Randolph. Don't get me started with her. Everyone knows how she is. Okay? Everyone knows how she is. Some of these high YouTubers, man. Not just Grace, but also people talking shit about Grace also, but don't get what Godzilla is also. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? You talking shit to another person that's talking shit about Minus One, but yeah, you're talking shit about the Legendary Godzilla movies, which I'm over here like, whoa. I'm not saying they're perfect or anything like that, but they literally paying homage to the 60s and 90s, but you wouldn't know because you didn't watch those movies, did you? You fucking idiot. You would not even fathom Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. You will literally point at the plot holes and literally hate the movie because the plot holes literally sliced Swiss cheese. In my opinion, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah 1991 is still the best Godzilla movie of all time. Does it have fucking flaws? Of course. But good God, it's so good. Who gives a fuck about the flaws? Remember that? Remember there was a time when there was flaws on the movie, but yet people still accepted it and have fun with it because that's what movie going is all about. Having fun, enjoying yourself, and if you get a good character development and everything like that, that's just icing on the cake to make it more of a better movie. Not to say you shouldn't have it, of course. It's movie 101. You should have characters that you care about. You should have people that, you should give a fuck about. And if it's not that, it should be about the monster you care about. Or the monster that comes in and it destroys stuff. You still care about something, right? The monster. Sorry you don't care about the humans because that's not the focus. The focus is on the monsters, baby. Because have you ever watched a movie that the characters are pretty good or pretty fine, but you root for the monster? For crying out loud, even in -1, I was rooting for Godzilla. The hell's on with you people? I'm always rooting for Godzilla. The hell's on with y'all? There has been movies of Godzilla that I have root for the main characters and everything like that. But mostly overall, I'm always rooting for Godzilla. Because all these characters are gonna die anyways. Don't say that they don't. They do. They go right next to Godzilla. I'm sorry, he's full of radiation. Okay? They pointed out in Shin Godzilla 2. All the characters that get right next to Godzilla, they die off. They mention that in GMK. If you were smart enough and you actually understand and overstand about the lore of Godzilla. So everyone in -1 that you enjoyed are dying off. All dead. All dead. They're all dead. There was even a novel of -1, and it's confirmed that these characters are dead. And I'm not making that shit up. I just found that out not that long ago. I'm just like, I'm glad that they did that. You know why? Because it shows that it's in every Godzilla movie. You cannot be right next to Godzilla without you dying. I'm sorry. Just because they don't touch upon it doesn't mean it's not a thing. We always have it in the back of our minds because that's how Godzilla is. And just because they don't mention it in a movie or just because it's not dramatic enough to talk about it in a movie doesn't mean it's not there. And if you have a problem with that, then go fuck yourself because you don't know the lore of Godzilla. It's like saying the same thing with Batman. Oh, how come Batman destroys Superman? He's Batman. There's no question about it. How can Batman defeat Homelander? Oh, he's Batman. We can't just say he's Batman. He defeat anybody. Yes, he can. Yes, we can because he's Batman. You fucking idiot. He was trained by Ra's al Ghul. You fucking idiots. A person that keeps dying and keeps reincarnating. The hell's wrong with you? Good God. Are we this type of fucking stupid and dumb? At this point, I don't want to know you type of people. I don't. And I get sick of fucking hearing YouTubers that are like that, man. That's why I either put you guys as spam. You guys are spam. That's all you are. And every time YouTube recommends me, I have to automatically say it's spam or report it to YouTube to be like, stop this shit. Because it's stupid. It's fucking stupid. It's the same thing when everyone was talking shit about Luffy in Gear 5. What happened to all the love, basically? What happened to being like, yo, that shit's cool, I can't wait for my animated series to get that moment. But fuck everybody, basically, right? This is the shit I'm talking about. That is the shit that I'm talking about. That's why I don't like to join these fan bases, man. That's why when I like something, I keep it to myself and I move the fuck on. That's one of the reasons why I made a video with that whole CM Punk shit and other things. And I made a whole rant video too that I still haven't even fucking published. It's uploaded, but I haven't published it yet. There's no reason for people to act this way. There's no reason for people to look at these Godzilla movies, right? And literally cherry pick. They literally are cherry picking. Literally. My mom, she likes Godzilla that saves the earth and everything like that. Doesn't destroy humanity and everything like that. She saves humanity and shit like that. She likes that Godzilla. And I grew up with that Godzilla. That was the first version of Godzilla that I ever saw. But that's not my favorite version of Godzilla. The Heisei is. Alright? But you're not seeing me looking at the legendary version and being like, well, fuck you, motherfucker. You, you don't see me looking at Godzilla Minus One and be like, well, you know, it's the same old shit. I could just watch the original. You don't hear me say that. You don't hear me talking shit about Shin Godzilla like Amarica is and being like, well, it means God and new, and they're trying to disrespect the legendary Godzilla movies. And I'm over here like, you don't even know what Shin means, don't you? You don't know what Shin means. Or it means true or God or something. No, it means fire, you dumb motherfucker. Why do you think Godzilla is like that in the movie? It means fire. That's how you know you don't know shit. It's funny. When you go to a gas station, for example, or you get anything of a pasta and it literally says Shin and it's literally spicy, it's because they're literally telling you Shin noodles means hot, fire, you dumb motherfucker. Oh my god. Are we this dumb? Are we this dumb? Are we this dumb? That's why I look at people sometimes in fandoms and I'm like, how are you part of this fandom if you're this fucking retarded? I'm dead serious. A little kid can see through this shit and enjoy it and like it. But understand the flaws and understand some of the things they might not like. But overall, they will like what they like and move the fuck on. You guys need to embrace your little kid selves again. I'm not saying you should not act like I'm not saying you should act like a child. You should embrace your inner child. Because some of you guys don't. You really don't. You really don't. Maybe because you were programmed to make sure you don't enjoy your inner child. You were told that once you hit a certain age, you should throw your inner child away. That's fucking sad. When I heard that shit, I told them to fuck off. I told them to fuck off. And I've been happy since. I'm more happy than anyone on the internet, to be quite honest with you. Seriously. Because there's no reason for you guys to act this way. And it's not all of you, obviously. It's just some people on the internet. And it's fucking hilarious. It's funny that people like me that see through that crap are looking at you and laughing at you like a motherfucker, man. We're laughing at you. We're laughing at you. We're laughing at you to the point that you guys are not even worth the air I breathe. Because you're acting so dumb. To the point that no one doesn't want to listen to you. Or just ignore your ass. And then you're going to figure out why no one doesn't listen to you anymore and why you're losing subscribers and why no one's not watching your shit. It's because no one doesn't care what you say. No one doesn't give a fuck what you say. Sure, there'll be some people that care, but at the same time, they're going to watch your shit just to see how much stupid shit you're talking about. Look, if you enjoy all these Godzilla movies, you know, the Legendary one, the Minus One, Shin. If you enjoy all these Godzilla movies, but you understand some of the flaws that they have, but you still enjoyed them, and you had fun with them, but you don't, but then you look outside of your, not out of your own bubble, but outside of your own realm, basically, and you look at other people's realms, and you're over here like, are you good? Are you good? It's almost like looking at other people's wards, and you look at their ward, and you're like, you have a fucked up ward, huh? You have a sad ward. You have a sad ward. I don't want to be that. Good God. Sometimes I am glad that I see these high YouTubers, because I look at them and I'm like, I don't want to be you. Good God, though. You have all these subscribers and shit, all these views, but I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be you. Good God. I'd rather be a low YouTuber talking all this facts and knowledge and shit and saying how I see the perspective of all these stupid motherfuckers instead of being blind to the point that you can actually enjoy these other movies that actually have good stuff in it. For example, Godzilla versus not Megalon, but Megaguirus. When that movie came out, a lot of people hate that movie. But now it has a cult classic. Megaguirus is not a bad movie. And Megaguirus is a fine addition to the Godzilla Renaissance. Not Renaissance, to the Godzilla lore. Also to the Godzilla what is it? What's it called? Rose Gallery for Godzilla. She's a great monster. Same thing with Biollante. Seriously, Godzilla vs. Biollante didn't do well at the box office, but they got pretty praised from reviews and critics. But over time, people started looking back at that movie. They were like, "No, that's a really good movie," and it actually has pretty good character development. It does. It really does. So, how will you know that Godzilla Minus One has the best character development ever if you didn't watch the other movies? That makes no sense. Because when I watch Minus One, there's literally 5 Godzilla movies I can literally point out for you guys to look back on because they have the same character development over there. Okay? Maybe not as heightened as probably this one or the original, but it's still there. It's still there, especially in Godzilla 2000. Again, there's goofy moments in Godzilla 2000, like when the guy is screaming Godzilla, and he's like, and Godzilla just stomps him and shit like that, and the guy's like Nichido. That shit like that, I love it. I love it. I love it. And the thing is too, the characters go over the top here in Minus One too. When Godzilla does that nuclear breath and it's all raining ash and stuff like that, and the character is just like, yo. I felt that. That was like the biggest moment in that movie. I was just like, poor man, but Godzilla was awesome. You know? That's what I'm talking about, man. Where's the fun? Good God, man. You mean to tell me Kong and Godzilla was shit just because what? We're not here to see character development, baby. We're here to see Godzilla and Kong fucking kill each other. And that's what we got, baby. That's what we got. That is character development, motherfucker. You didn't pay attention to the monster's development? You didn't pay attention to Kong's development? The hell's wrong with y'all? Those are characters in itself. Stop acting like these monsters are not characters. That's what I have a problem with. And the thing is, the fact that Japan realizes that yes, it's not just the human characters that are characters, but the monster is. But apparently, there's some of you people out here that don't get that shit. Some people that are making these legendary Godzilla movies, they actually get it because they're fans. And you can tell just by watching it on the screen. You mean to tell me you're gonna watch Godzilla 2014, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and also Godzilla and Kong, and not look at those movies and literally be like, these guys are having fun with what they have? Yes, it has maybe have some flaws for different people, but overall, you know they're a fan because they're just going all out here and having fun. And plus, they're doing their own interpretation of what they want to see in a Godzilla movie. Because sometimes we haven't got some of those versions yet. Sometimes you need to do something new so people can look back at it and be like, okay, maybe that didn't work, but hey, at least if you can come back to it, someone else can come back to it. We can get something new also. Their perspective, their fresh take and everything like that. I wouldn't mind. That's what we got with Minus One, and it worked out so well. That's what we got with Shin. It worked out so well. That's what we got with fucking Kong and Godzilla. They paid reference to the original Kong and Godzilla, but in Godzilla and Kong, obviously they paid a lot of reference to the original, but it also did its own thing to literally stand out to the point that it's going to be memorable in the future. You mean to tell me Godzilla and Kong is not going to be memorable in the future? You mean to tell me that fight that they had the first time at the sea is not going to be memorable in the future? Or are you going to tell me that them fighting in Tokyo with all those neon lights is going to be memorable? There hasn't been a movie. Have you noticed there hasn't been a movie that actually mocked the neon light stuff that you see in Godzilla and Kong? You know why? Because everyone knew that it would have been a special moment. Everyone knew that if they kept doing that same thing that they saw in that movie, it would have ruined that moment for Godzilla and Kong. You have no idea how much people in Hollywood actually do respect Godzilla and Kong. They do. They respect the shit out of it. Steven Spielberg, one of the biggest directors, he respects the shit out of King Kong and Godzilla. And I wouldn't mind if he makes a movie of Godzilla or King Kong one day. I would like for him to do that back when he was doing Jaws. Or maybe when 1994 Godzilla was about to happen in America, but we never got that, and sadly we didn't. Oh God, look at that design of Godzilla. You would have cried. You'd be like, we got the 1998 version. Because, We got the 1998 version instead of this crap. I mean, instead of this one. Basically crap. I'm not saying it's crap, but I'm like, you mean to tell me this design wasn't passable, or this design wasn't moved forward to the 1998 version of Godzilla? Fuck. You know? So, but I still enjoy the 1988 Godzilla movie. I enjoyed the fuck out of it as a little kid, to be quite honest with you. They had flaws with it too. Look, this is the flaws that I had with 1988 as a kid. There was not another monster, and Godzilla died from the army. That's really it. And the nuclear breath and stuff like that. But it was still somewhat there. That's why when the animated series of Godzilla 1998 came out, I completely forgave the movie. I was just like, you're your own thing, and it is basically a prequel to the animated series. And the animated series is literally going like this and crying while watching all the classic Godzilla movies and literally like, we got you. And I'm like, for crying out loud, by the end of that series, they bring out Cyber Godzilla, which is Mega Godzilla. They just had to call it Cyber Godzilla because of copyright. But still, you knew it was Mega Godzilla, you know? So, and there was other monsters that paid homage to other monsters, kind of like the Hanna-Barbera one. So this is something that I always never got with some people. Oh, fuck Godzilla from the Marvels because he's not canon. Fuck Godzilla from the Hanna-Barbera because he's not canon. Oh, I hate the light, the eye lasers from Godzilla and shit like that. And I'm over here like, guys, it's funny that you guys complain about that now, but when Shin Godzilla came out, oh, everyone praised with his new abilities and shit like that. This is what I'm talking about, man. How can you be a fan if you're not open enough to new things for Godzilla to get new abilities and new stuff to happen? Looking at Godzilla Minus One, he got new abilities. Yes, he did. That nuclear breath that he had, and especially when he charges up his nuclear breath, his spikes, his dorsal plates go up, basically. That's new. We haven't seen that in a Godzilla movie before. Let me know if you have, and then come back and talk to me. Okay? Seriously, you know it hasn't. Seriously. That nuclear breath that Godzilla did in Minus One is like one of my favorites, right next to Shin's and Godzilla Earth. Because Godzilla's Earth nuclear breath is great. It's almost like he's sneezing and then nuclear breath and I love that. Oh, I love that shit. I mean, when I first saw that shit, I thought that shit was epic as hell. Seriously. And I would never get the flaws for the animated version. I mean, I would never get the hate. I get the flaws, but I would never get the hate for the animated Godzilla movies that came out after Shin. I would never get the hate for that. I would never get the hate for those animated movies. I won't. Especially Singular Point. What the hell's wrong with you people? What the hell's wrong with you people? Oh, I came to watch a Godzilla movie, and then they don't have Godzilla. Oh, you have all these characters and fighting other things. I'm like, yeah, stupid concept, character development. Oh, I don't care about these characters. That's your fault, not the movie. The reason I say it's your fault and not the movie or the show is because you decided yourself not to care right before you watched it. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't have that fucking goddamn attitude. You better grow the fuck up. I'm 30 years old and I'm watching people older than me act like fucking stupid fucking children. My God, my grandparents don't even act like this, and they getting Alzheimer's. For crying out loud, man. My grandparents don't act this way. Seriously, man. It's fucking sad. It's fucking goddamn sad. If my grandparents saw how you were at, they would be like, this man deserves a fucking belt whooping. I'm dead serious. My grandparents will say that. My grandparents will laugh at you and be like, this person needs a fucking ass whooping with a belt. I'll be like, yes, they do. Because apparently their mama and daddy didn't love them enough. Seriously, man. Seriously. So that's it, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. Seriously. Look, again, you can have your own different opinions with this whole franchise and stuff like that, with the Godzilla franchise. But if it's to the point, if it's to the point that, it's not even that. It's not to the point. It's literally, we all know who the true Godzilla fans are. We all know. Alright? If you've been watching basically all the Godzilla movies, you are a Godzilla fan. You know exactly what you want in a Godzilla movie. You know exactly what you want to see or would like to see in a Godzilla movie. And if you don't get those, things should be open enough to enjoy those aspects of Godzilla. Sometimes they might do something new for Godzilla. Sometimes they might do something similar for what we saw in the 60s or 90s, but do something a little bit more different, like modern, which a lot of people might hate the word modern, but let's face it, guys. The reason they say modern is because they want to piss off people. That's how it is nowadays. Because back then, when we said modern, people didn't mind it. People were like, okay, cool, yeah, that makes sense now, because things have changed over the years and everything like that. But now, people get afraid of that, mainly because people are so sensitive nowadays. So when they hear the word modern, they're like, oh, everything's going to be censored. Everything's going to be so woke. And I'm over here like, oh my god. Oh my god. It's not my fault. It's what Hollywood is. It's like, guys, you should not even give a fuck what Hollywood's doing. Why are you harping on what Hollywood is trying to push out here when you can literally just ignore it and watch something else? Stupid fucking concept. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew it was hard enough to fucking shut off the TV? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Who fucking knew? This is the problem I have with, man. If you don't like it, move the fuck on and have people that do enjoy it, enjoy it. Okay? Especially if you're not a hardcore fan, man. I'm not talking, like, look, the Godzilla fan base, the hardcore fan base, is like the Star Wars fan base. They love their shit. They do. They do. And they're seeing these people that are joining the franchise thinking that these newer movies are what these Star Wars movies were. People are like, yes and no, but overall, it's like, damn, they're not doing as well as they should be. Watch the other ones, basically. It's funny, too, because now people look at the prequels and be like, I want to watch those. And I've always liked the prequels anyways. I mean, I grew up with them as a kid. I did. I don't like number 2, but I definitely like episode 1 and 3. Episode 1 and 3 of Star Wars is just, has flaws. But episode 3? Are you kidding me? I can't find flaws in that, except for one. Except for one. It's not perfect. But overall, I don't hate it. You know, I can watch episode, and I did watch episode 2 not that long ago. When we reviewed it a while back, and it's still not that bad as people put it out to be. The romantic stuff is bad, but other than that, passable. You know, episode 1, fine for its time, could be better, yes. Like the battles, and overall sets up something new in the future. Episode 2, fine. Kind of like almost like the first one, but a little bit worse. But at least I could still watch it. Episode 3, oh, the saving grace. The saving grace, because they have no choice but to turn Anakin into Darth Vader. Yo, is it sad that I want to see a person's downfall so they can become what they're supposed to become? Oh man, it's almost like seeing the Joker movie. It's all like, well, we know this stuff is going to happen to him, so he can become the Joker. So let it happen. Let him be miserable. Let him get the shit kicked out of him. Because if he doesn't, he won't become the Joker, right? So get his ass kicked. No. Sometimes when you tell people that, they look at you like, you're a sick motherfucker. Oh, man. So, I'm sorry, guys. We're just having fun here at the end. But enjoy yourselves, guys. Really, enjoy yourselves. Have fun with this series, seriously. And the thing is, too, you guys, look. Like I said before, people take Godzilla as a religion and everything like that too, you know, and I completely understand that because they watch so much. They've been watching it since they were a baby, you know. And they understand the lore and they understand the character a lot, basically. So when they see it in these movies, they just understand Godzilla more and they love it. For kind of like when Godzilla was fighting Kong in that new movie and Godzilla smiling, I was just laughing with him because I was just like, come on, guys. You need to tell. Someone's going to be like, oh, that's not character development. I'm like, if you've been watching Godzilla for many years, that's character development, motherfucker. That's also character development from other movies that translated to other movies in Godzilla. Come on, guys. If you can't do that, There's something obviously wrong with you. Oh, but this is a new series, a new franchise. No, to me that fucking does not matter. Every Godzilla that I have seen over the years is still the same Godzilla. Just because he looks different doesn't mean he's not the same Godzilla. He's still Godzilla. He didn't change his name. Sometimes his origins might be different, yeah, but it's still Godzilla. You know? Seriously. Some people might want to complain about the 1998 version, but I could counteract that with its baby that was in the animated series. Because in the animated series, that is Godzilla. Alright? Seriously. So if you haven't watched the animated version of the 1998 Godzilla, you should. It's actually pretty good. I think it has like 2 or 3 seasons, I believe. And it pays a lot of homage to the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla too, when they ride a boat and everything like that. I was just like, oh, cool. And that boat was also in Godzilla King of the Monsters in 2019. I remember when I saw that boat, when King Ghidorah was destroying shit, and you saw that boat upside down and shit like that. When I saw that boat, I'm like, oh, the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. That shit's dope. See, something you can appreciate because you watched it as a kid, instead of you looking at it and be like, oh, why you had to pay homage to that crap? That's what I'm talking about. That's the shit that I'm talking about. If you act that way, guess what? None of these movies are for you, and you should never be a Godzilla fan to begin with. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? You're just a shill. A shill, a piece of shit person that wants to grab a franchise and literally just destroy it. And want to fit it into your narrative. Because you can't look at the 60s Godzilla and the 90s Godzilla and you'd be like, oh, that's just not for me. I don't know why Legendary's paying homage to these ones. It's all bad. It's all bad. It's all bad. And they're not having fun with it. Nope. They're not. Legendary Godzilla movies are not having fun with their Godzilla. Or, you know, I think hear stupid people being like, well, at least they treat Godzilla Minus One like a monster instead of an action figure. And I'm over here like, excuse me? What is such a disrespect to the 60s version, and also such a disrespect to the 90s version of Godzilla. Such a fucking disrespect. It is. It's such a fucking disrespect. You mean to tell me you're gonna make a movie of Godzilla and you're not gonna have fun with it? This is a giant Titan dragon that can literally throw flames out of his mouth, and you want to take it to a notch that's serious? To the point that it's not fun anymore? Even in the original Godzilla, it was actually pretty fun to see him rampage and all that shit. It was. Yeah, it was a disaster movie, and you felt sorry for the people and shit like that. But when Godzilla started rampaging, the military started shooting at him, you were just in awe looking at it. And Godzilla looked great in black and white. So scary, so intimidating. You could have kept your eyes off of him. Once he landed into shore and they started shooting at him, and he starts destroying shit and using his nuclear breath on shit. It's just, oh, great. All spectacle, all beautiful, and all awe, which you saw in Minus One. So, that's it. Yeah, that's really good, guys. I don't want to go too much further. Too much, as I said. I don't know what else to say, man. How am I supposed to close this video off? I'm dead serious. How the fuck am I supposed to close this video off? Well, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I say that right now. And if you haven't watched all the other Godzilla movies, do it. Watch all those other movies. Yes, especially the fucking LSD version of Godzilla. What's the LSD version of Godzilla? Godzilla vs. Hydra? Really? Yes. That was when Godzilla was on drugs. And the creators were too. And good God, that was a good trippy movie. Yo, people were on drugs when they were making that movie. And I love it. I fucking love it. What was this for? People on drugs or for Godzilla fans? People on drugs. Oh, man. I love Godzilla vs. Hydra. I do. I fucking love that shit. You know, and it's very kind of fucked up, too, that movie, too. It really is. It's pretty dark. That movie's really fucked up, if we really think about it. It has goofy moments, strange moments, but also fucking dark moments in that movie, too, so... Hey, maybe that's what people want. They want a new Godzilla vs. Hydra movie. Has that goofiness, LSD, but also skeletons on the fucking goddamn road. Is that what you guys want? Is that what you guys want in a Godzilla movie? Because what you do, what to the haters, that literally hate the Legendary Godzilla movies and literally hate Shin Godzilla and apparently praises Minus One as like apparently the only Godzilla that we watch. What is your version of Godzilla? Because there's so many versions out here, and you can't define him just by one thing. Even me liking the Heisei version does not define what he is. I'm sorry. Even though they do touch upon that, that's why I love Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, because they do a touch upon that. It might have plot holes like a motherfucker, but what it does right, oh, it does so well. It does so well. There's a scene where a World War II veteran is looking at Godzilla, and he's like, oh, you know, you're my friend, you saved me during the war and stuff like that, and you saved us and stuff like that. And Godzilla remembers him, and Godzilla's like, go fuck yourself. Oh, great moment. Great moment. There was no dialogue, not even a voice, just music, a flashback to their perspectives. You got a flashback when the old veteran is going like this to, you know, Godzillasaurus crying. Then it goes back to Godzilla and him thinking before he got nuked as a Godzillasaurus, him feeling sad of it. Then looking back and he's just like, oh, such a great moment. Such a great fucking moment. Really, man, it is a good moment. It is. It's one of the best moments in Godzilla history. Seriously, it's that to me you can't top that. And to me, that scene has not been topped. It hasn't. Even Minus One hasn't topped that, which I can't blame them. You can't top that. Seriously, you can't. You can't top that. It's just too good. It's too good to the point if you try to recreate it, people would notice and it would just fumble, you know? So that's why you have to create your own wink to that homage, but also do your own thing with it, you know? So that's really it. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, obviously, like I said. And enjoy Godzilla stuff, man. Seriously. Be a kid. Because when I watch Godzilla, it just reminds me of that, you know, that little slogan that they say for Chuck E. Cheese. Well, kid could be a kid. Seriously. And if you don't feel that way, then you're taking it way too seriously. To the point, I don't want to be right next to you. I don't even want to know you.